Last time on MasterChef Australia.
This is your very first invention test.
The home cooks put their bread-making skills to the test as they reinvented the humble sandwich.
Is this the perfect sandwich?
It's my perfect sandwich.
And while Mindy created the most impressive, TK, Lydia and Wade made the least.
It's not where I'd like to be ideally, but I can cook and I'm here for a reason.
Tonight.
This is a huge task. Make every second count.
Don't make me panic.
Renowned chef Peter Gilmore returns.
He's the current Sydney Chef of the Year.
He's an absolute legend.
To set the most complicated pressure test yet.
It looks quite simple, but it's not.
It's not simple. It's not.
Do not try this at home.
As TK, Lydia and Wade cook for their lives.
This is where the pressure comes in, Gary.
To avoid elimination.
It's just not going to cut it, and my heart's just starting to sink.
Yesterday I was in the bottom 3 for the invention test, which means that today I'm in the pressure test again.
You'll be all right. Yeah. Just read the recipe, be meticulous, plan, work backwards, and you'll be fine.
I'll try. I'm not too stressed anyway.
No, you're pretty good.
Packing for the second time, it really does suck. You know, I hate the idea of packing and not being able to see these great people again.
Morning, sunshine.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. How about you?
Good. Do you want a hand?
Yes, please.
I'm pretty upset. I've become really close to TK.
Give us a hug.
Come here.
Come here.
Oh, you better come back, right?
Oh.
To leave at this point would be really sad, but on the positive side, you know, I have family waiting for me. Food connects you to so many memories. It's like song.
Hello.
I have a gorgeous husband called Mick and 2 beautiful children named Daniel and Mia.
Mwah.
And I talk about food so much to friends and family that I've sort of outgrown that, and I just seriously need a wider audience. Someone to listen to me.
Rightio, here we go.
Wadox. How you going, mate?
Yeah, I don't know.
Feeling all right?
Yeah, sort of don't feel like I'm, definitely don't want to go home yet. I'm a forklift operator and I'm from Perth, WA. I've always been a bit of a foodie, I guess, and what I enjoy cooking is actually a reflection of what I grew up on. I love sticky, messy foods that you can use your fingers in. Nothing fancy, just really good, tasty food, and that's the food I love cooking. Never in my life did I ever think that I would ever, A, have the opportunity, or B, have the inclination to ever do anything like this.
Just attack it. Just go off.
So you okay?
I'm always okay. Just gonna go in there and have some fun.
Yeah, me too. It's calm before the storm.
Oh, here we go.
It's that time. There you go.
Sway.
Thank you.
You guys ready?
Good luck, mate. Good luck. Mwah.
Wait, come here. Let me rub your head for good luck.
Come on.
You're my little buddy.
Lydia, Wade, TK, welcome back to the MasterChef kitchen. You're facing the first pressure test of the series. And the reason you're doing that is because you produced the 3 least impressive sandwiches yesterday. Wade, I'm not a big fan of the way you've cooked the pork.
On a day when we've had some amazing breads, this one doesn't pass muster.
Honestly, I find it oily. Your battle for survival in this pressure test depends on how well you can recreate a dish from one of Australia's top chefs. How are you feeling, TK?
You know, I'm not as nervous as I thought I would be. I've got my mind focused and I'm just going to try my best today.
Haven't seen the dish yet.
No, I haven't. Don't make me panic.
Wait, what are you feeling? What's your gut telling you?
Look, I'm just ready for a fight, so I'm just focused on what I want to do, and I know I'm going to cook as best as I can.
Yeah.
Lydia, are you ready to fight for your place in this competition?
Oh, absolutely. I felt pretty calm this morning, but there was a bit of a hum in my belly, which means I'm sort of harvesting all my energy. And as soon as I see the dish, I probably will go into fighting mode.
Today's chef has held the coveted ranking of 3 hats for 10 years. He's the current Sydney Chef of the Year. And in Series 2, his dessert decided who would be the Master Chef. Please welcome, from Key, Peter Gilmore.
I was so excited. He's an absolute legend.
Hi guys, how are you? Excellent. Guess you're wondering what's under that. I wonder if it's the snow egg again.
No.
It's actually not the snow egg. It's a lot harder. Are you guys ready to see what it is?
No.
It looks quite simple, but it's not.
It's not simple. It's not.
All right, guys.
It's not.
Should I reveal?
Yep, do it. Like a Band-Aid.
All right, here we go, guys. It's my 8-textured chocolate cake.
My heart suddenly leaps out of my chest because I'd seen that dessert in his cookbook, and I remember looking at it, laughing, thinking there's no way anyone could actually make that at home. See you guys.
I think you're in for a challenge, guys.
Do you think?
There's 7 elements there. There's one more, isn't there?
There is one more. Let's have a look. This is the 8th texture. This is a hot chocolate ganache that gets poured in front of the guests at Key. We're going to put that on the centre of the cake, and then we wait a little while and something magical happens.
Wade, how are you feeling now?
I don't think it's fit for TV, but I'm nervous, to say the absolute least. I don't even think that adequately describes. I don't even know what that is. I can see chocolate, but that's it.
Lydia?
When I bought your book, I saw that and I thought, I'm going to try this. And then I read the recipe and then I thought, close the book.
My stomach is so numb. I can't feel my body from there down.
You guys want to come and have a taste?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Look, I mean, it is rich, but because you've got all the crunchy textures and all the other textures, it actually just, it all works together. It's not overwhelming.
It's awful.
There's so many layers that my mouth is confused. I'm really scared.
You're going to get a recipe, so I think you just need to follow it accurately, be organised. You'll be able to pull it off.
So this is how you should assemble the cake. Just going to start off with the chocolate cake base. Just put that in the centre of the plate. Place the ring on the cake. Then the next step is taking the mousse. We're going to place that into the cake. And you have to sort of push the mousse up the sides of the ring. Okay, so then the next layer is the dacquoise that goes right down and you push it down. Okay, so it fits. And you want to pipe the ganache around the edge of the cake. Okay, so it's just coming right around the edge there. The next thing we're going to put on is the milk chocolate praline disc. Okay, so I'm going to pop that in. This is the milk chocolate and caramel cream. Just move the cake around and you put enough on so that it's all firm and packed down well. You need to blowtorch this briefly, but enough to get the metal ring off. If you do it too much, it's going to melt. So that's the thing that you need to be careful with. And the best way to do this is just come around the side and then move the ring around as you go. And this is the magic part, is make a little hole. And you're going to take out some of that cream.
Oh.
Okay, so we take out that cream. That makes the little hole for the chocolate sauce to fall into. So then you take your disc and you want to put that in the middle of the cake, just there. It's ready for the 8th texture. You just want to put a nice little bit on the middle there and you just let the magic happen.
Peter's shown you how to put together this 8-textured chocolate layer cake, but you have to make every single texture from scratch.
This is a huge task. And for this challenge, you get 3.5 hours. It seems like a long time, but it is gonna fly. Your time starts now.
The first thing that's going through my mind when I look at the recipe is how many pages there are. There's 4 pages of instructions, so I just know that I need to be methodical in my approach.
Listening to Peter, he was saying that the most important step is to get the mousse done and chilled first. Never made anything like this in my life.
I'm worried about mess. I'm worried about not being able to compare with the other 2 people. Whether or not I'm confident enough to take it out, you know, all I'm trying to do is not go home today.
This dish is an extremely complicated dish. Do not try this at home. 50 grams of the sugar, 4 egg yolks. How many? Half of vanilla beans, split and scraped. I'm feeling focused. That's all I can feel at the moment. Just got a job to do and I'm just gonna work through it.
Doing really well, Lydia.
Golden. Okay, ready to fold?
Wade, how's it all going?
Look, I think it's going all right at the moment. It's starting to come together quite nicely.
Crucial stage, the mousse, the glue for the whole cake.
It actually doesn't look like you've got quite enough chocolate in there.
I made sure there's enough.
All right.
Made absolutely sure there's
All right,
enough.
dig deep. Make sure you get all the chocolate, because you don't want it to set on the bottom and then you get lumps through it.
No, that's right.
I am happy with my mousse. It tastes fantastic and it does have a nice thick consistency, and I know it'll get thicker as it sits in the fridge.
Well done, Wade.
I love you, Peter Gilmore.
One more swipe.
Peter, first pressure test of the year. Someone's going home on the back of not an easy challenge. Your desserts are always tricky.
Yeah.
How hard is this one for an amateur to make?
Oh, look, I mean, honestly, it is very hard. It's right up there with difficulty.
So Wade, TK and Lydia, they've all got their mousses chilling.
Yeah, look, I think the crucial thing was getting that mousse in the fridge. You know, now that that's there, you know, they've just got to go through systematically and make the rest of the layers.
Place sugar and water in a heavy base saucepan over high and turn into a caramel. Okay.
So you've made the mousse, you've made that first, and then next is the ganache. Is that what you're doing now?
That's what I'm doing now, yep.
Perfect.
I'm just going to weigh my chocolate, dark chocolate and milk chocolate.
Okay.
Because the whole thing is it's such a delicate combination of textures. If you put things together too soon, if they're too hot and when they're too cold, you're going to throw the whole texture of the cake. And this cake is all about texture.
That's right.
To start the ganache, you make the caramel and then add the cream.
I've just poured the cream into the caramel and it's just starting to slowly incorporate. I'm just going to wait till it's fully incorporated. I'm going to pour it into the milk with the chocolate, and then I can start basically the finishing section of the caramel, vanilla and chocolate ganache.
30 minutes gone in this marathon pressure test. You've got 3 hours to go.
Finally chopped chocolate. 3 hours left on the clock. I think I'm pretty good with where I'm supposed to be. I'm not following the recipe, but I think that I've got it all under control.
Why is she making layer 6 now?
Medium golden brown cake. I'm doing the steps out of order because I read through the recipe and that's better off for me.
They've put it in this order to do it in this order.
How you
Hi,
going?
Peter.
So you're making layer 2, are you?
I'm making layer 6, actually.
It's layer 6. So why are you making layer 6 now? You'd be making a ganache first.
I am concerned, but I don't want to stress out right now.
I'm up to the chocolate and hazelnut dauphinoise, I think.
I'm not exactly sure how to say it, but it's like a meringue, third stage. My biggest weakness is probably some of the basics that I don't normally sort of do that often, like, you know, mixing egg whites and that sort of thing. You know, what is a stiff peak, what is a soft peak, to make sure that you don't over whip it or, you know, under whip it, because obviously that's going to affect the entire texture of that particular component.
Hey, Wade, stiff peaks, you should be able to wipe it over your head and it not fall
still
out.
What are the pressure points? What are the things that they need to really watch out for?
Getting all of those layers thin. It's going to be so crucial.
Because delicacy is so important.
It is. And also, you know, if they make them too thick, they won't fit all the layers in within the mould.
You know what? My dad started off as a bricklayer. 5 minutes. Where's the timer?
I'm starting on the cake base now. So I'm just measuring out all the butter, etc. that I need.
Wade is definitely leading today. Just from the start, he's been in front and he's smashing it. He's one of my best mates in the house, so I've just been trying to focus on him, and he's doing awesome. He's absolutely killing it.
Going to incorporate all the ingredients. Spread it out to 3 millimetres thick and bake it.
Wade, how's it going?
I'm going okay at this stage.
Do you still feel in control?
Yes. Yep, I do actually feel this is, honestly, probably the most satisfying thing I've ever done.
I like the fact you got it together, Wade.
About time.
Just drawing your attention to the clock, 60 minutes to go. You know what? It's looking all right.
I really need to temper the chocolate properly.
Because you're only going from 29 to 32, right?
I mean, tempering chocolate is a really fundamental stage of cooking, especially in desserts. So if I don't get that right, it won't have that nice sheen and it won't crack nicely either. I started stressing in my mind and I thought, I can't do this. I can't. It's just too hard for me. Come on, chocolate.
Come on.
Yay! Woo! 2 minutes.
That's perfect.
Well done.
Hey, TK.
Hello.
Now, law student going into cooking. Is that going to work?
Well, if you poison someone with food, you can use all your
Class
law
action?
skills.
Is that right? Come on, it's a question for you. Law student, law to cooking? Come on.
It doesn't matter.
Does it? It's so different.
It doesn't matter. The thing is that
So different.
law doesn't make me happy and cooking does. It's a passion.
How confident are you that you won't be going home today?
50%.
50%.
I mean, the other two competitors are pretty good, so...
Don't worry about the other two competitors. You've tempered the chocolate, I've seen.
Yep.
Has that gone in the fridge?
Yep.
How long is it going to stay in there?
I'm putting it for 2 minutes.
OK.
Yep.
Because you don't want to leave it in there too long.
No, I don't.
Well, moisture destroys chocolate, right?
Sure
Yep.
does.
Thanks.
How you doing?
I think okay. I've just got my eye on the caramel in there. I want it to cool down and incorporate
How many
nicely.
stages have you worked your way through?
I'm actually done. I just need to do the
Done?
hot chocolate.
So you've got your 8 flavours, your 8 textures.
Well, I still have to do the hot chocolate sauce.
Right, because the build's important, really important. And that'll make or break the result today, don't you
Yeah,
think?
I want 30 minutes to plate up.
You know what? That's really clever. Give yourself an opportunity to do it.
All my layers have finished. I'm about to plate up, and as I'm trying to beat the final layer, it curdles and it splits.
Well, what have you got there?
Chocolate butter.
What have you done? What did you do?
Over-whipped it.
Yeah.
OK, that means you've really got to move it along now, haven't you?
So start again?
Yep.
No other choice?
There's no choice.
Wow.
This is where the pressure comes in, Gary.
I've run out of double cream. Wait, do you have cream that you're not using?
If there's some left, yeah.
Wade's got about a spoonful. Thanks, mate. I need to redo the measurements in my head, and I thought, oh, I'm not good at maths. I'm just going to work with my taste buds and see if it tastes right.
This is a crucial bit. Putting the thing together, getting all of those layers exactly the right depth so that they can put them all in the mould.
Love them. I absolutely love my bases. So they're all sitting at about 3 millimetres.
You're going to either end up with a really beautiful, clean, sophisticated-looking dessert or something that looks obviously clumsy because you just put it together in a rush.
Absolutely.
This is the crucial part, so it has to be perfect.
Lydia, how's it going?
Hi. Good.
Oh,
but-
Lydia,
What?
what have you done there? Have a look at that cream.
What about it?
Well, you've split it. It's over-whipped, totally. Taste it. Does it taste a bit buttery? Just by the look of it, you can tell. I think you've over whipped the cream.
Oh.
Yeah. Look, I mean, it's up to you. At the end of the day, you're close. You can make one, but I would get another cream on.
All right.
Same as TK.
But there's only now maybe 20 minutes left. So do I continue putting this dessert together, or do I stop and make another batch?
I can't do it now. It's going to go back in the fridge and...
It's up to you. It's your call, Lydia, but you've got 20 minutes to make that dish look amazing.
So she decided to use the first attempt of the caramel cream.
Everyone just stop panicking.
She doesn't have much time at all to get it all on the plate.
This is the bit that counts, the assembly. 8 layers of texture, but 10 minutes of pressure to go.
Presentation is probably the most pivotal part of the entire dish. Obviously, if you just slap it on the plate and you include all the elements, it's just not going to cut it. There is actually an order that it needs to be assembled, and there's a reason why it needs to be assembled in that order, so it actually does look visually striking when you do finally present it.
That dessert has got to be one of the most difficult things that I've ever seen plated up, and I would be terrified if I was down there right now. It's phenomenal.
Find out very shortly. You got 2 minutes to go.
I've slid the mould off the top, and I can see it starting to ooze out a little bit on the sides.
It's just started to ooze down a bit.
So I'm just throwing it back in the fridge to just try and get a little bit of cold air around it.
You got 30 seconds to go. Go, boys! You got 30 seconds!
You have 10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Your time's up.
Far out. Oh, yes, you're champion!
Wade's dish has collapsed and I can't believe it.
What a fascinating tasting for a pressure test. Peter Gilmore's 8 textures of chocolate, a neat little cake. We've got some theatre, and whether that ganache will melt the top and we get that collapse. And then we've got those 7 other textures beside the ganache to assess. The 2 who impress us the most will stay. The one who's done the least impressive job will go home. So let's get the first dish in.
Wade, you look bitterly disappointed when the whistle went there. What happened?
Look, everything on it tastes amazing. It's just that mousse just wasn't quite set like I was hoping to, but I mean, I've never done half the things that were involved with that, so I'm really happy. I had more fun today than I think I've ever had cooking. I've never been proud of anything that I've put up.
Half the excitement of this dessert is the theatre of pouring that 8 texture of chocolate, the hot ganache on top of the mousse and watching it all cave in. Do you want to do that for us, please?
Put a little bit more on.
Bit
See
more
what
sauce?
happens. Yeah, just tiny bit more.
There we go.
I've never been so happy to see something melt.
Wade, your future's in our hands now.
Absolutely.
You gonna leave us to taste?
Absolutely. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Well, it seems to be the mousse is not as stiff as it should
Yeah.
be. And it looks quite pale.
Look, when he was making that mousse, I did mention to him that I didn't think there was enough colour in there. I wondered if he weighed the chocolate correctly, because, I mean, getting the balance right with all the ingredients will actually set the mousse. Look, at the end of the day, the presentation is a very important part. It's a 3-hat dessert and needs to be right. But, you know, if the others don't taste as good as this, well, then we've got to take that into consideration as well.
Okay. Well, talking about taste, let's give it a go.
Very soft.
Thank you. Thank you.
For me, it's the chocolate component and the cream is quite smooth and the palate's quite good, but I'm missing some of the layers maybe as they should be. Overall, though, it's quite a nice tasting dessert.
The tempering of that chocolate on the top has got this really beautiful crisp and crunch. It tastes spectacular. The sauce is delicious.
I can taste that little fizzy crackle of the praline. I can, and the mousse is beautifully smooth. The cream is beautifully smooth. There's a wonderful crack in the chocolate. The thing that's really missing is that little chew of the dacqua.
Yeah.
I think really what we're saying is that the mousse is too wet and the dacqua has disappeared.
Yep. All right, let's get the next dish in.
TK, what would you have liked to have done better?
I should have followed the recipe in the correct order. I think when I read it, I just thought, you know, what would be the easiest for me or what would be the most crucial and vital thing on the plate that would be difficult for me. So I made those first.
Do you think we should see whether or not the chocolate sauce does its job?
TK, thank you. We'll taste now.
Thank you.
Peter, what do you think?
Look, I mean, it's much firmer. She's got the chocolate mousse right, obviously. I'm a little bit worried about the chocolate disc on top. It looks a little thick and it's sort of starting to bloom again. So the tempering maybe wasn't quite 100% right, but overall, it's not too bad. Let's taste. Okay.
Well, you didn't really get that crack there on the chocolate, did you?
Not as quite. I just don't think the tempering is quite right on top there, to be honest. And yeah.
But the rest of the cake's holding together beautifully.
Oh, look at that. That's much better.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's holding together much better. Yeah, definitely haven't got that crack on the chocolate.
No.
I think the tempering's a bit off. It's soft, so that little disc of chocolate on the top wasn't tempered perfectly, but the sauce is good. I'm picking up the dacquoise in there. I've got the sponge on the bottom, the little cake on the bottom. I think she's done a really good job, and I think it held the shape well.
And with the textures, it's not so sweet.
It's a pity about the tempering of the chocolate on the top, but overall, you know, a real sense of textures, which is what we want.
Look, absolutely, you know, and she nailed the mousse, which is the most important part of keeping the cake together.
Let's get the final dish in. You came into today's challenge all guns blazing. Your energy has just amped up another level. What's happened?
I got 3 letters come from home. It reminded me that everyone believes in me. And I just thought of home a lot.
That's good. That's important. It's important. It makes it all worthwhile, doesn't it?
Hang on. Sorry.
You all right?
Yeah.
You want to do the final touch, that 8th texture?
Okay, this is a fun bit. So I tapped the living shit out of the plate.
There he goes.
Do you do that at the restaurant?
We don't do that at the restaurant, Gary, no. But, you know, I guess it's come through.
The moment of truth, Lydia, we have to taste, but you can't be here.
Oh, really?
No. See you later.
Oh, OK. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, presentation. It looks really good. The only thing I will say is that ganache is very thick. Well, shall we taste?
Yep.
Ooh.
First thing I noticed is that both of those mousses in there are split, the cream and the chocolate mousse, so they're quite rough. But what I really enjoy, which I've missed on the other two, is that praline crunch. It really pops in your mouth.
But the milk chocolate cream is definitely curdled.
Curdled, the overall presentation was solid. Just some of the layers were a little thick and a little curdled, and it does affect the texture and the overall taste of the dish.
Sadly, one of the textures, which is the curdled cream, is unimpressive. I think what's great about Lydia's dish is you know, there's definitely the praline, there's definitely the sponge there, there's definitely the mousse. She's nailed that. The other thing I love about this dessert is the flavour. Peter, thank you so much for coming in and setting such a cracking challenge for our first pressure test. It was always such an honour to have you in here.
My pleasure.
There's no question that was a massive challenge. The reality is, though, this is a pressure test, and today someone's going home. But for two of you, maybe a bright new start in this MasterChef kitchen. Renewed confidence, renewed vigour for cooking. Lydia, anything you'd like to say?
It's been really tough, but it's actually been really exhilarating at the same time. You know, it's awakened what I love to do, which it will never change anyway.
TK?
I achieved a dish that I thought I would never be able to plate up, and I'm so proud of it.
Wade?
Just even in the short time that I've been here, I've got a lot more self-confidence. I honestly didn't think I'd ever make it this far, but to have done what I did in 3.5 hours, I'm amazed and I'm very proud of myself.
Wow, what a hard decision. All the dishes had some real strengths and they also had some flaws. Wade, your mousse was too soft and that impacted on the presentation. But that cream was incredibly smooth and you tempered the chocolate brilliantly. TK, that presentation was magnificent and when we cut it open, those textures were clearly visible. However, your tempering of the chocolate lacked that crunch that we were really looking for. Lydia, great flavour, loads of that praline flavour, but your chocolate ganache you poured in to the middle of that dessert had started to seize. The first person safe in this pressure test who's back in the competition is TK. TK, well done. Great example. And the precision of that dish, you could see the sponge, the dacquois, the cream, the mousse was a joy. Well done.
Thank you.
Wade, Lydia, it comes down to the two of you. It comes down to the dish you cooked today. The person that won't be Australia's next MasterChef is Lydia.
Oh, good luck. Thank you. Good luck.
Lydia, on a day when everyone did such a good job, the seasoning of the chocolate and the curdling of the cream were just enough to push you over the end. And it was so hard for us because I think today we really saw you in your element.
It's been a really wonderful experience and, you know, it's about the best cook winning, so that's how we play the game.
The door is open now to the culinary world and what you need to do is follow your dreams. And it's going to be tough, but follow your dream and don't hold back.
Cheers, guys.
Lydia, thank you very much
Thank
indeed.
you.
See you soon.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Can you hug over the bench? Can you do that?
No.
Thank you
very much.
Appreciate it. Good luck.
Cheers.
Thank you. All the best.
Being in MasterChef has really taught me that I'm on the right track. I'm so absolutely passionate about food, being able to cook every day, practice cooking in the house, sharing our cooking experiences and food with everyone, and still finding it thrilling and exciting has confirmed that, yes, it's food that I'm passionate about.
It feels really strange just to be sitting here in this amazing house when our mates are out there and one of them's going home. It's very weird.
Oh, it's gonna open. When Wade and TK jumped out of the lift, there was just a huge uproar. Everyone was just so excited to have them both home.
Happy for the two that did come home, but I'm really sad that Lydia's gone home. She was such a wonderful presence, a really positive person, so yeah, I'm really sad.
All right, guys, cheers to the Italian mama we all loved in this house.
My time on MasterChef, albeit very, very small, was just jam-packed with out-of-this-world experiences. It was just very intense and dramatic and spectacular. I'd do it all over again. Walking in the door and seeing my whole family in my house together again was just very special. I missed them a lot while I was gone, even though I was only away for a short time. It's fantastic.
Beautiful lady.
Aww.
Every morning I would still go to my phone to press Lydia to call. So I'm glad that you're home.
Oh, it's good to be home.
Yay!
Toast to our beautiful Lydia. To Lydia.
Next time on MasterChef Australia.
And so you're standing on the cusp of winning immunity.
Certainly going to need to pull out something special today.
Mindy faces off against the acclaimed team from the Three Blue Ducks.
I know what they're capable of, and I reckon you can nail them.
In a high-stakes race to create the best three-course menu,
If I get this wrong, I'm going to be devastated for Mindy.
will the amateurs' passion be enough to beat the experience of the professionals?
No one has ever won a challenge making risotto. Is that right?
And will Mindy be the first to win immunity?
If we lose, it wouldn't be great.
Never have we had a great risotto.
I think it's going to be a very close call.